Cancer. Welcome. My name's Lou from Empress Blue, and this is your May 2023 reading. Now, as I get your cards ready, I'm just going to discuss the astrology this month because we have a massive month. Just like April, this is another big month where a lot is going on in the cosmos that will be heavily influencing everybody, not just you. So it's Taurus season, and that represents your 11th house. And this is not a regular Taurus season. This is it packs more punch this year because there's so many planets there, and there's new cycles beginning, and so there's a lot going on. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune coming out, which is the card ruled by Jupiter, which is one of the planets that's involved in what's going on this month. And that's the energy you're coming in with, right? So on May the 17th, Jupiter is moving into Taurus, into your 11th house, and beginning a new cycle that will last 12 months. So we'll go into a bit more detail about that as we move through this reading. But just knowing already that you're really connected to that energy, and that's going to be a really positive cycle for you because it's going to change and turn the Wheel of Fortune in your favor. So great things coming through with that. So the 11th house, let's talk about what the 11th house is. So the 11th house rules your sense of belonging, where you belong within a group that's greater than just you. So, and greater than your closest, your family. And so it's like where you fit within society, where you fit within an organization, within a collective, within a township. It can be as great as, what country you identify with or what town you're connected with. It can be like, for example, it can involve your occupation. If you're a doctor, then it can involve the medical field because you identify yourself as a part of like a cog in that greater, in that organization. Or if you're a teacher, it'd be the educational field. They're just examples to help you to sort of see where this applies in your own life. So the 11th house is the house where we look at groups and systems where we fit into. And this also, coming a bit closer to home, this is about your friendship circles and the people that you associate with outside of family members and your closest friends. It's like the broader group, your tribe. Now, this house has been heavily activated for a while with Uranus has been in there since 2018, and we've had the North Node there as well since January 2022, so that's been there for about 18 months, and we'll stay there until July this year where we'll be moving signs. So this is something you've been working on for a while. It's not new, it's just that May sort of brings this whole climactic crescendo of events and energy and moves things forward. There'll be big shifts happening in May. Now, with Uranus and the North Node there, what they've been working on for you is more about your sort of role in society, which is more about like the generational roles in society that we associate with, so what I'm talking about there is a sort of standard typical way this works is you start as a child, a baby and an infant, and then a child, and then you become an adolescent, and then you generally you might become a parent, and then your role, and you become a career person, and then you become a mentor, and then you move into grandparents, into a senior role, so it's those roles, those sort of generational roles as you move through your life that we're looking at here, and how you identify and how you associate and how you adapt into those roles has been a major focus for you for quite a while now. and will continue to be a major focus for you. So a lot of Cancer people are sort of shifting roles, shifting into a new role, and either taking that on wholeheartedly and really embracing their role and their position within society in whatever part of your life you're in now, and finding a level of acceptance of how far you've come and how you can contribute back to the next generation below you and the new ones coming through. That's been a major focal point. And what else is happening in May is that we have a Mercury retrograde that began on April the 21st, and that's happening again in this 11th house. And we have, and that's about, so Mercury retrograde is all about your thoughts and your communications, your, the way you speak to yourself, the way you speak to your friends, your peers, the way you speak to the universe. You know, it's all about how you relate through your words and through your thoughts, and revising that. So for you, that's about how you're relating to these groups and these organizations and these. So Mercury retrograde, for example, could bring a lot of communication from an association that you're involved in or a group that you're involved in, or it can bring miscommunication, misunderstandings. You know, it can sort of mess with the communication there. So that's something to keep in mind throughout the first part of the month. But you know, what I'm seeing is you have Venus in your sign, moves into your sign on May the 8th. So you have Venus traveling with you throughout May. You've also got Mars there until May the 21st. So that is that's really helpful. You'll have these two personal planets traveling with you, helping you this month. They're really beautiful to have this blend of masculine and feminine energy, and you can see that here with the king and the queens. Now, what I am feeling with these court cards that have come out, that's your tribe, that's your group that I'm talking about. So there's a lot of people involved in what happens this month for you, Cancer. There's people that are involved in those groups, those societies, those friendships. They're going to be heavily involved in your life this month. And I think that's looking to me, when I look at these cards, it looks like it's a really positive thing for you throughout May. And you'll have a lot, you know, you'll have a great opportunity to work on your communication and speaking your truth. You've got the Truth card here. Being able to identify, we've got forgiveness as well. Identify what's missing within your communication and within the, you know, the words that you're using with other people, and sort of moving towards a more profound sense of belonging within these groups that you're involved in. Now, the forgiveness card, I do feel like it's connected to this Page of Coins that's come out in reverse. So these people here, I feel, are really powerful people in your life. They're in the upright position, so they are a positive influence in your life. But we've got this Page of Coins, and he's in reverse, and so I'm feeling, I actually don't feel like it's too bad, but it's sort of someone's stuffed up. It feels like it's not something that's really going to phase you or bother you, but it's going to require a level of forgiveness nonetheless, because maybe they don't realize they've stuffed up. They don't realize that there is a need for an apology. So there's a need for you to be able to forgive regardless. We've got divine timing, the green sea turtle. And we've got evolve. Now, this card has been coming out so much lately in these May readings, and I think that is this new Jupiter cycle that I mentioned earlier with the Wheel of Fortune, where Jupiter's stepping into that 11th house. So from the first part of the month, you know, things will be moving fairly slowly. You've got the Mercury retrograde, so things may be delayed. You can expect things to not move forward, and that's where this divine timing comes in, where there's just a need for acceptance that things may be slower than you would like them to be, but at the end of the month, when Jupiter moves in on May the 17th, you know, things will start to move forward really quickly. That's when you'll start to see things moving forward, and people are really evolving. This month, this is happening across the board, Cancer, not just with you, but there's an ascension, a rise in ascension that's happening over April and May. It started in April, continuing in May, and then in through June, July, we'll start to integrate that ascension that we've created as a collective, you know. And for you particularly, you're rising with the collective, and it's important when you're trying to, or when you are adapting to something new, or creating this evolution and creating a something new for yourself, to think about the people that you're surrounding yourself with, thinking about how they're influencing you and influencing this evolution and this path that you're on, because the people you surround yourself with are either going to contribute. They will contribute, and they're either going to contribute in a healthy, sustainable way, where they evolve with you and they encourage you, inspire you to evolve, Queen of Wands, or they're going to hold you back. And so a big part of this month, it will be about identifying the people. I don't really see you identifying with anybody who's really holding you back this month. I think that if anyone is holding you back, they'll be removed very quickly. Death card in the environment. But what I'm seeing you is more likely is that you will be identifying the people that you do want to inspire you. You want to connect with, because they already have or already are where you want to be and where you're wishing to go. So the 11th house again is about hopes and dreams and wishes as well. And so these people, they can help you. They can help you to grow in the direction you want to grow in. And I think that you're being very wise in picking the types of people that you're associating with now, Cancer. And that's been the lesson and the power of having Uranus in that 11th house for so long. It's been creating throughout the last few years all these sudden changes, revolutionizing your friendship circle, your associations, who you associate with, and what groups you're associating with, what you're identifying with, for your evolution, North Node, to surround you with the people who are going to bring you to where you want to be. And there's an opportunity throughout May to really celebrate these people and celebrate how far you've come. We've got the Four of Wands, Ten of Cups, even possibly having like social events happening throughout May, where you get to, you sit back and look around at the people you're socializing with and think, yeah, I've really moved up in the world. I've really created a tribe around myself that feels like they're my truth. They're aligned with who I am and where I want to go. And even through that, opening your heart, Ace of Cups, to loving more and being freer with yourself and being allowing yourself to be yourself in this group, with this group of people. I think you've done a lot of work on that Eight of Coins on the bottom of the deck. You've really mastered this, and now you're being celebrated for how far you've come. And if you are here looking for love, you will there will be an opportunity, Ace of Cups, to find connections through these larger groups that you're involved in. So if that's a big party that's with a lot of people, or if it is like a conference, you go away, a work conference or something, that's the kind of events and scenarios that will bring these people in. Now, I do think that there has been some aspect of you that has stayed stuck and stagnant. Four of Cups, you've been the reality of your situation has been hasn't matched up with the evolution and the expansion that you have moved on. So you expanded and evolved before this situation has landed into place. And I think May's the month where you'll really look back and you'll go, you'll think, oh, this has shifted. You'll realize this was shifting anyway, sort of outside of your awareness, but it's shifted now, and you'll start to realize that through May, and you'll see how far you've come, Six of Swords, and how far, like I said, you'll be able to sit back in May and just see, wow, look how far I've come in life. Look at the people I'm attracting to me now. Look at the people I'm associating with now. That they're, you know, and it's not that one group of people is necessarily worse than another. It's just that this group of people is more in alignment with your truth and who you are as a person, rather than and going in the same direction as you, instead of, you know, a set of values or a set of beliefs or a set of desires that is different to where, you know, is contrasting to where you're going. I think particularly around the beginning of the month, around May the 6th, we have a lunar eclipse in Scorpio, and that is happening in your 5th house. Now, that is an eclipse that has been is a part of a series of eclipses that have been happening since November 2021. So for the last 18 months, you've had this series of eclipses that have happened in your 5th and your 11th house. And that's been highlighting this axis of the 11th house, which I've been talking about. Now, this eclipse is happening in the 5th house, shining a spotlight on all of that. And in the 5th house, we deal with our ego. We deal with what makes us unique, what makes us who we are in contrast to other people. And then in the 11th house, we evolve that and we use that uniqueness to contribute back to the whole. So that's what's happening here. And with a lunar eclipse happening in the 5th house, there's a shedding of some structures within your ego, a letting go of something that was blocking you from being able to finally move into this new tribe, a new sense of belonging where you that you're stepping into now. Let's get some clarifying cards. I want to just clarify the Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Chariot. Chariot keeps coming out as well. Now, the Chariot is your card, Cancer, and I feel like the Chariot clarifying the Wheel of Fortune, I feel like this is your time to shine. Now's your time. It really is. You've got the Ace of Cups twice as well. There's a potential for something new to come in that will really make your heart sing. And I think this is about that, you know, that Mercury retrograde is a really great time to get to align your thoughts and your thought habits, your mental habits, and the way you're communicating, Queen of Swords, with your truth, who you really are, the Truth card, you know, the Chariot, so that when Jupiter moves into that 11th house, you're ready to open your heart to this new expansive life and these new groups of people, or this new person coming into your life. And yeah, I think this is your hopes and dreams and wishes are so possible now because of this how much you've evolved and how aligned you are with the truth of who you are. And the Death card is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Seven of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, this is coming back to this Four of Cups, where there was a situation where you were stuck. You were stagnant. The reality of your situation wasn't matching this. You'd evolved, but your circumstances didn't evolve with you. And there was this like limbo phase. Now that's coming to an end. That's coming to an end in May, and you'll see things moving forward. It's like that you've had, with the Seven of Cups, you've had a lot. There's been so many options that you haven't known which way to go. You haven't known which way was going to manifest, and you couldn't really see clearly. It's like you couldn't see the tree through the forest for the trees. The forest for the trees. whatever that saying is. It was like, it's like you couldn't see that, and now that's coming to an end, and you'll be able to and you'll be able to like unlock this door and step into your own abundance and your own truth and your own alignment, because your what was holding you back is over now. You're moving forward. Your chariot, you're moving forward. The wheel of fortune is turning in your favor, and things will start to become more clear throughout May. I think especially at the end of May, around the 17th, when Jupiter shifts into Taurus. We are going into Gemini season on May the 21st, so that is also something to keep in mind. And then the sun will move into your 12th house, so things will start to be undone as well throughout June. And then July, we're moving into a Venus retrograde. So whilst all this energy is moving forward so quickly throughout May, there's going to be a lot of integration that's going to be needed, and there'll be time to sink into what's happened and to find your way into the shifts that take place throughout May. I don't think you need to worry about this being too much for you. Now let's just get some cards to signify what the environment is mirroring to you. What is the environment mirroring to Cancer? What is the environment mirroring to Cancer? We've got angelic messenger. Purification and clearing. Purification and clearing, and that's with this death card. What needed to be removed is being removed, and that includes people who aren't serving the journey of your evolution and where you're moving forward to. They're being removed out of your life, and that's creating this clearing and this purification, and it makes space. It's like when you clear away. So if you're losing people out of your life, know that you're making space for more people to come in. So if you lose a large group of people, or you become disconnected from a group or an association, know that you're clearing and you're purifying your environment and yourself to make space for something better to come in, for a better group of people that are more aligned with who you really are to come in. And knowing as well, they'll come in divine timing. They're not going to come when you want them to, they'll come when you need them to. And when I was tuning into this angelic messenger card as it came out, I had the sense that you will receive a message through another person, and maybe it might not feel like a pleasant message, but knowing that message came from the angels, and knowing that the angels and spirit is speaking through these people. So these people that are in your life that are influencing you, Spirit's sending those people to you, especially right now. And with Uranus and Jupiter in your 11th house, this is such a rare chance that you won't get this opportunity again in your lifetime, Cancer. And know that this has been orchestrated by Spirit, and this is all part of a divine plan, and that this is about people in your life, your place in society, your place in your generational roles as you move through your life. They're messengers. They're messengers to keep you on track, to keep you evolving, keep you expanding, taking you to the next level of your journey, of where you're going. So I think that covers everything for this month, Cancer, and I hope that this was helpful for you. I hope you got something out of it. And thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. I hope I see you again in June. Thank you.